Imagine if every day you were able to work on things that were truly important and were not urgent. Imagine how you'd feel and the space you'd have throughout the day. I'm Lisa Mallis, owner of Impactive Strategies and a time strategist, and that's the goal for all my clients. How can we have a place where everything is easy and relaxed and rewarding and fun instead of constantly feeling like we're up against a deadline and we're rushing to get things accomplished and we're spending more time working than what we'd like? If we think about Cubby's 4 quadrants, where across the top you have urgent and not urgent, and on the side you have important and not important. And if you look at your first quadrant, which is important and urgent, that's where most of us are living our lives. And if we look at the second quadrant, which is important but not urgent, that's where we want to be. So we're mostly living in quadrant 1. We want to be in quadrant 2. So how can you do that? One way is just to become more effective and more efficient overall. If it takes you less time to get the important things done, you'll easily be able to move over and spend more time in quadrant 2 because you're getting the quadrant 1 stuff done quicker. Easier said than done. It's a much longer term process. And a way to jumpstart that a little bit is to take 15 minutes every day and work on one item in quadrant 2. Because here's the deal. Everything in quadrant 2 that is important and not urgent, given enough time, moves to quadrant 1 and becomes important and urgent. If you can spend 15 minutes every day while you're already building your skill set on how to be more effective and more efficient in general, spend 15 minutes every day in those tasks that are already in quadrant 2. You're going to be bumping quadrant 2 tasks out before they move over to quadrant 1. And here's your bonus tip. When I look at what can I work on in quadrant 2, I look at 2 things. One, I look at what's over here that someone's waiting on. My deadline may not be their deadline, and they may want it a little sooner than what I'm ready and able to get to it at. So I look at, is there something there that someone's waiting on? That's one criteria. And my second criteria is use that 15 minutes to figure out how to delegate something that you have on your plate. That's in quadrant 2. Let's get a quadrant 2 item into someone else's plate. So use that 15 minutes to figure out who can take it, what is it that I want to move, and then what's the process I need in order to move it over so they can be successful. If you're wondering, how in the world can I be more effective and more efficient so that I can spend more time in quadrant 2? The Time Thief Eliminator could be the right product for you, your next best step. Here's where we look at all your time management areas and identify the places where you can recoup the most time. So just go to impactivestrategies.com/how it works